Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Terry Lewis, and I am proud to be a Rydal Waters Charter member. Today has been a long time coming, but we are finally here. We have anticipated the moment when we can actually see Rydal Waters. And I mean the real thing, not drawings on paper, not a virtual rendering, not a grand vision of spacious cottages, clubhouse, and pool. What we can now see is a living, breathing community that we will be proud to call home. And did you know that there are 27 lucky residents who already call it home? Every time we came together for charter member events, it was as if we rekindled the excitement that we felt on that magical day when we signed on the dotted line and committed to everything Rydal Waters has to offer. We started out as total strangers, and over time, got to know one another. We had lively conversations and discovered experiences and passions that we have in common. We gained new friends, built in part upon the foundation of a shared future. We reaffirmed through our collective fellowship that dreams really do come true. Today, despite current day restrictions imposed by circumstance, we are together again, christening Rydal Waters. We are still able to gather thanks to video conferencing. We are still able to reestablish those all-important human connections with each other. Despite adversity and the new normal method of celebrating, we rejoice because we realize the distance does not preclude us from becoming family, the Rydal Waters family. And just like a family, we find ourselves humbled by and grateful for these precious opportunities and take nothing for granted. On behalf of my Rydal Waters family, I offer a heartfelt thank you to each of you who is involved in this project, particularly the staffs of HumanGood and Warful Construction. Your hard work and dedication in getting us to this momentous occasion deserve a virtual standing ovation. We look forward to the time when we can be together in person. Until then, please stay safe and remember, no man is an island. No man stands alone. Each man's joy is joy to me. Each man's grief is my own. We need one another, so I will defend each man as my brother, each man as my friend. Enjoy the ribbon cutting ceremony. I would now like to turn the program over to someone we all know and love who needs no introduction, the Executive Director of Sales and Marketing, my friend, Sarah Jollis.
Good afternoon and welcome. Welcome to our official Rydal Waters ribbon cutting ceremony and celebration. And thank you, Terry, for not only what you just shared, but for representing what we all share together. The power of community. The power of community. You can't touch it. You can't necessarily showcase it in a beautiful brochure or on the finest website. But just like today, where I can't see the hundreds of people tuning into this program, I can feel your presence. I can sense the coming together of friends and of colleagues, of our respected board of directors, of residents, future residents, maybe residents, vendor and township partners, and the many, many valuable stakeholders of Rydal Waters. This intangible, this vibe, this feeling of community has never, ever been more meaningful in our world than right now. On behalf of HumanGood and Rydal Waters, for those of you who may not know me, my name is Sarah Jollis. I have been honored over the last several years to witness a community in the making that began with one family saying yes. And as of today, with 80 residents or incoming residents committed to wisely planning for their future, while most certainly enjoying the here and now. Over this next hour, we hope to recognize how much we can do when we do it together. We anticipate hearing from our leadership, our charter members, a surprise guest or two, and we hope to delight you with visuals of a community that is growing by the day, not just in pure size, but in the evolving culture that defines it. We will conclude with a live stream from the Rydal Waters campus as the ribbon that is wrapped in front of the brand new clubhouse is formally cut and the celebration begins. We are here today virtually due to a crisis we could not have imagined a groundbreaking when many of us gathered on the most beautiful day in May of 2019 under a tent right outside the window where I currently am, imagining how the next couple of years would change the way things looked. Those changes meant houses and families, not a global pandemic. No matter where you live or how you fill your days, you have been impacted. But as an organization that inspires people to live their best lives, with our focus being on older adults, we have faced and surmounted challenges that are very different from other industries. See, we are in the business of people, providing safe, secure, beautiful, and wonderfully enriching living environments to people who count on us to do so. As I, alongside so many of my colleagues, have focused on our mission throughout these last 7 months, and as friends and family ask me questions, wouldn't it be better not to move during this time? How does social distancing work in life plan communities? Wouldn't I be more comfortable in my present home? I find myself time and time again looking for ways to illustrate what the power of community delivers. The reassurance of knowing people of like minds were right down the road or the hallway. The comfort of knowing the medical community, if need be, was right outside the door. The security of knowing team members dedicated to one thing and one thing only, providing exceptional service to our residents, was present 24/7. That's the power of community. And that's why, when I have been asked all of those questions, I do not even for 1 second hesitate. There has never been a better or more meaningful time to commit to a life plan community, to our brand new Rydal Waters community. Our Rydal Waters residents and charter members, those who trusted us and put their future in our hands, when all we had to show was a gorgeous property and drawings on paper, they get it. They get the power of community because they were building it among themselves before there was ever a shovel in the ground. And now, as neighbors and friends, they are enjoying all that comes along with it. The power of community is why those who now live and work here made sure to never press pause, but instead press on to develop a place that we collectively believe in. And the drive to experience the power of community is why every single person who is scheduled to move in over these last months or is scheduled to do so soon has and will without hesitation. I hadn't been here on the campus for a while, and when I returned just a week or so ago, I couldn't believe my eyes. Beautiful houses, a fabulous clubhouse and pool area, but most meaningful was what had been an empty space had started to fill up with a group of people who love what this neighborhood represents as much as I do. The power of community is stronger than I could have ever imagined. I hope you all have the opportunity to feel it for yourself. And now, let's take a moment for an invocation of the opening of Rydal Waters.
Good afternoon and welcome to this ribbon cutting celebration at our new community of Rydal Waters. Glad to have you all here with us today. It's a beautiful day for this celebration. I'm the Reverend Tom Summers. I'm the chaplain here at Rydal Park, and I'm very glad to be a part of this opening day and would like to start us off with an invocation. Please join with me. Bless this community and those who call it home. May this community be a place of happiness, of health, of contentment, and of generosity. And may it truly be a blessed home to all. May this community be a place of creativity and kindness. May those who visit and those who live here know only the blessings and the peace of harmony and joy. Amen. Thank you very much and enjoy the day.
Today we will see how Rydal Waters has come to life through the power of technology. And, as mentioned, the Rydal Waters cottage community expansion continues to grow and is looking forward to welcoming more people who know who we are and what we deliver. But I admit, it had a great start, given the established warmth and wisdom of those who call Rydal Park home. Situated on 22 acres adjacent to Rydal Waters, Rydal Park has been known as one of the premier life plan communities in southeastern Pennsylvania since its inception in 1974. It's a community with amenities second to none, but its biggest asset by far are the people who live there. Today, as we welcome Rydal Waters into the Rydal Park family, I am delighted to introduce Mrs. Helen Waite, Rydal Park Resident Council President.
Good afternoon. My name is Helen Waite, and I am the Resident Council President at Rydal Park. Since moving to the community in 2013, it's been a privilege to watch firsthand all the changes and milestones Rydal Park and now Rydal Waters has achieved. The power of the community is ever present as we welcome new residents to our growing community, despite the current challenges we all face. We look forward to the new friendships that will come from the addition of Rydal Waters. On behalf of the Resident Council, I welcome the Rydal Waters residents to our Rydal Park family, and now proudly share the story of Rydal Waters.
It seems like so long ago that Rydal Waters was only a dream and a newly purchased piece of land. But through passion, innovation, and courage, and those who had faith in us, faith enough to commit their future to us, Rydal Waters is now becoming real, a true community.
Working with older adults every day is not like selling a product to someone who's then going to drive it off the lot. It's about making a difference in people's lives and their families' lives. It's about building a relationship that's going to last long beyond the sale. It's about building groups, building community, and I'm very proud and excited when I can watch that happen right before my eyes.
In our profession, it's really about creating community by design. So there is a lot of thought that goes into how a neighborhood like this is laid out and micro neighborhoods inside neighborhoods. And once people start to move in and the way the design is set up, it helps them to foster relationships with their new neighbors.
From seeing a project from just a piece of paper to meeting the community partners, till we put the first shovel in the ground at groundbreaking, till we moved the first piece of equipment on site for land clearing, starting the first cottage in August, to having the first residents move in March of 2020. It's just been great to watch this transformation.
Providing folks with the opportunity to customize their residence as they wish and work through with our team to see it from start to finish is something we really enjoy and we take a lot of pride in.
The reasons for coming to Rydal Waters are as diverse as those who became our first charter members.
The cottage is great. Everything's on one floor. It's perfect for what we need at this stage of life.
This Abington location we've always liked because of its convenience to Center City and the highway system, the airport, and the train system is right outside the front door. The library's right across the street.
Rydal Waters was thoughtfully planned because those who move here are thoughtful planners themselves. They know not only do they have this vibrant new community to enjoy now, but the security and promise of future care if ever needed.
I must admit, I was pretty much hooked from the beginning. The fact that I could live in a retirement community, but independently. I wanted a front porch and a back porch. I wanted to be able to make my own meals or go out for meals.
It was an easy decision. We were familiar with Rydal's history in our neighborhood, and when we heard of the cottages, we knew that that was for us.
Rydal Waters means to me progress. It's the ability for us as a community to offer a lifestyle for residents who want to continue to live in a home versus an apartment.
The most excited about is that I feel free here.
And the cottages are just the right size, so it's all worked out beautifully.
But the most important reason might be the community that has already blossomed among the charter members, the soon-to-be and current residents, well before their actual move-in date.
This has been absolutely fantastic. The people up here have been very supportive, the Rydal Waters team, and the people that we have met that have moved in are going to be just splendid neighbors.
Well, I think the camaraderie of everybody when, everybody gets in and everything's open and you have wonderful functions that we can, look forward to participating in.
We're looking forward to a sense of community, various structured activities, although we're very active in the community, and just being with people who we really know and like.
And what makes this community even more special is the greater group of Rydal Park residents, also now neighbors and friends to those who are or will call Rydal Waters home.
Having the chance to build culture and to work with these fantastic people is a treat.
I get to work with such amazing individuals and charter members at Rydal Waters. It's a fulfilling feeling that I have because it's, I'm building community with these residents.
It is such an accomplishment and I feel privileged to be a part of it, and I look forward to all the wonderful things that we all have in our futures together.
With Rydal Waters, we've formed already an exceptional community, and part of it is what HumanGood and Rydal Park brings, and part of it is what these charter members have already brought.
It started for me as a project about building houses, and it quickly evolved into a personal passion project about building community. I can't tell you how proud I am to be watching this community come to life.
For years, Rydal Waters was only a dream. Now we see that dream becoming a reality. HumanGood is proud to welcome you to Rydal Waters.
Well, what a great video. But even better, as Terry Lewis noted in her remarks, this is the real thing. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our friends, families, team members, and most especially to the charter residents of HumanGood's newest community, Rydal Waters. I'm John Cochran, President and Chief Executive Officer of HumanGood, and it is my pleasure and privilege to welcome all of you to this virtual celebration. At HumanGood, we believe in inspiring the best life possible for our residents and our team members, and that means we believe in the power of community. You've already heard a lot about community in this presentation, and I loved Terry's comment and quote that we need one another. And boy, if the pandemic has taught us anything in the last 6 months, it has taught us just how much we need personal connection. And that's why we're so glad to have this opportunity to celebrate the opening. I loved hearing Chaplain Tom's hopes that this be a community of happiness, health, contentment, and my favorite word, generosity. If there's a word that best describes HumanGood communities, it may be generosity. I've seen extraordinary acts of generosity on the part of residents, families, team members, and neighbors. And every one of these acts reminds me that the real value of what we do lies in the people who call Rydal Park and Rydal Waters and all of our other communities home. If you are a charter member who has not yet moved in, you may not yet realize it, but that is the biggest draw and the biggest benefit of your new home, a genuinely loving and caring community. While the pandemic forces us to be physically distant, it has also shown, as I've said, just how important community is. A community where you have the support of friends and neighbors during these tough times, and having a community that supports peace of mind, that your health and safety matters and is a top priority for our team members. As we heard in the video, Rydal Waters has been a dream project for HumanGood, an opportunity to create an ideal community in an ideal setting. I want to thank my friend and colleague Sarah Jollis and her team for the work they've done to make this dream a reality. I also want to thank our partners at Stewart and Connors Architects for designing such beautiful homes, and for our friends at Warfel Construction for putting on their boots and hard hats and showing up every day despite COVID to make this community a reality. Most of all, I want to thank our charter residents for your long-standing support. Your enthusiasm for living the best life possible and your willingness to be part of creating that new community is what drives us to do what we do and why we are so excited to welcome everyone to Rydal Waters. We are so glad you are here. Welcome to your new home. Now I would like to invite Randy Stamper, our board chair, to say a few words. Randy?
Thank you, John. And thanks to everyone for joining us here for this special event today. I'm speaking on behalf of the HumanGood Board and the HumanGood East Board, who also are excited and happy to have the ribbon cutting that we're proceeding with now. Everyone at HumanGood is excited to welcome Rydal Waters into our family. In 2019, when HumanGood and Presby's first came together, we knew it would be a perfect fit. We had similar cultures, values, and missions. It really has felt like one family coming together to pursue a greater good of creating communities that allow residents to live their best lives. That is why we are so excited to open Rydal Waters and be a part of this special event. Rydal Waters represents our vision for a community where residents feel safe and supported, where they feel a sense of belonging and purpose, and where they feel that they are truly home. I want to thank our team members, and as John said, especially our charter members, for everything that they have done to bring Rydal Waters to life. And I want to thank everyone here on this call for your support. Coming from Boise, I promise that in 3 or 4 days, we'll send some smoke that John has given us from California. But today is a day of celebration, and we need to focus on that. So with that, I want to invite Alan Griffith, a fellow board member at HumanGood and a prior chair of the Presby's board, to say a few words. Alan?
Thank you, Randy. It truly is an honor to be part of this special event with all of our HumanGood family. This is a great day for Rydal Waters and a great day for HumanGood. It's an especially great day for our charter members and future residents. When we broke ground at Rydal Waters last year, we dreamt of a community of homes unique to the area and in what it would offer for our residents. And now we see it come to life, not just by cutting a ribbon or opening a building, but with the people who came together to create a true community. Our charter members, our team members, our construction partners at Warfel, Stewart and Connors Architects, our future residents, and our local officials. I want to extend my deepest gratitude to everyone who has played a part in turning this dream into a reality. And I want to thank everyone who joined us today for this event, for making the time to be here, but also for sharing our vision of a community where the best life is possible. Thanks again. And now I'll turn it back to Sarah Jollis. Sarah?
Thank you, Alan, Randy, and John. Strong leadership is, of course, another pillar of the power of community. Leading by example, putting others' needs before one's own, guiding the process with precision, foresight, and passion have all resulted in why we are here today. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce my friend, my colleague, and the lead on the Rydal Waters project, whose savvy is second only to her love of people, Jennifer Kappen, Vice President of Finance and Risk.
Thank you, Sarah, for those kind words and your dedication to HumanGood and the Rydal Waters project. Today is the culmination of hard work of many valued partners. I have the pleasure of acknowledging their unique roles in this amazing project. Many of our partners have been with us since the purchase of the Rydal Waters land in 2008. And we can thank Judy Bavaria, our former president and now president emeritus of Presby's Inspired Life, for her vision in that purchase of the land. We would also like to thank Abington Township for their support of Rydal Waters through all these years. Additionally, we would like to thank our architects and owners reps, Stewart and Connors, for their vision, excitement, and support of this project. I can't count the number of times through the years they kept calling back and saying, "Are you ready? Are you ready to start?" Our civil engineers that have been with us through the project, Charles E. Shoemaker, our financial modeling consultants early on in the project, Greenbrier Development, our land use council, Hy Schwartz, and our investment bankers, Herbert J. Sims and Company. As the project planning began in earnest in 2016, additional partners were added to ensure that the project was successful. We would like to thank Citizens Bank as our banking partner and lender, and for their continued interest in this project. This all would not be possible without our construction partners, Warfel Construction Company. Warfel team and their subcontractors from pre-planning through development have been wonderful to work with. We also can thank our landscape architects, Glacken, Thomas, Penzak, for their beautiful work around the campus, our site testing engineers, Earth Engineering, our low voltage partners for the clubhouse, Coral Communications, Moorfield Communications, and CM3 Building Solutions, our financial feasibility partners, Baker Tilly, our bond counsel, Eckerd Siemens, and most importantly, the entire Rydal Park team. Their passion and attention to detail and dedication shows through in every interaction with our external stakeholders and our residents. Thank you to the many organizations and individuals whose collaborative spirit and creativity brought us here today. We appreciate your commitment to making the community exceptional, and we thank you for making our vision a reality. From our township partners to our state and federal representatives, we cannot thank our government officials enough for their support of the Rydal Waters at Rydal Park expansion. I would now like to welcome our U.S. Representative, Congresswoman Madeline Dean.
Hello and welcome, new friends and families, to Rydal Waters. My name is Madeline Dean. I'm the Congresswoman for the 4th Congressional District. Just delighted to be here at this ceremonial ribbon cutting where we get to welcome some new families. I want to thank Rydal Park for their long-time support for our community, and what you've done here with Rydal Waters to continue to build our community and serve others is remarkable and quite beautiful. This has been such a difficult time for so many, so I thank the leadership and the staff for all the extraordinary service and for the vision that you had for Rydal Waters. What you do is caring and building of community. I want to thank the other stakeholders who played a very big part, whether it was the banks, our local government, your partners in the design and building of this. I'm glad you had the vision that you had for this area of our county. It is my honor to serve in Congress as the Congresswoman for the 4th Congressional District, and of course Rydal Park is a very important part of what we have here. I've admired the work you've done for a very long time, and now Rydal Waters here to serve and bring new families to us is really terrific. So welcome. I look forward to the day when I can be there with you in person. Take care.
In just a few moments, you and I will witness the symbolic opening of Rydal Waters as the first 3 households of residents to move into the community cut the ribbon of our clubhouse live, followed by a very special surprise. It's a good time to get that champagne ready to pop. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Martin Weisberg, one of our new Rydal Waters residents. Marty?
Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. You'll hear me better this way. My wife Dee and I have been living in our Rydal Waters cottage for about 2 months, but we've Been part of the Rydal Waters community for about 2 years. From the day we stopped in just to see what was it all about, the people in the marketing department immediately started to treat us like family. There were get-together brunches every few months for the charter residents who signed up based on just some drawings and descriptions. Dee and I were thrilled to see a bunch of people that we knew, some from the neighborhood, some professional contacts. Dave Bird and I played in a band together when we were about 15, and then we wound up in the same medical school about 10 years later. Dick Weiss performed in a show in which I played in the orchestra, and now he and Bobby are our next door neighbors. And we met a bunch of other great new people. Hey, we got Christmas cookies last year from Terry Lewis, who you just met a few minutes ago, and she hasn't even moved in yet. And they were some of the best cookies I ever had. I might even have forgotten to tell Dee that we got them. And anyway, the staff is part of the community. From day one, they've been responsive and friendly and very competent. So why Rydal Waters? We moved from a lovely turn of the century, the last one, not this one, 5,000 square foot home. And just like us, it was starting to show its maturity. And it was becoming a lot to handle. Not that I couldn't get under the sink to tighten something if I had to. I just couldn't get up when I was done. Rydal was 10 minutes away, and we had some friends who moved into Rydal Park and loved it. When we found out about Rydal Waters, we decided to check it out, just check it out. And then we learned we could participate in the design of the cottage and choose the fixtures and the carpet and add-ons and just about everything else. We were convinced. We put a deposit down with the understanding that it would be returned with interest if we changed our minds. That was 2 years ago. And not once since then did we question our decision. Our only regret is that we should have started packing 2 years ago. Let me introduce Dee, my wife and best friend for the past 52 years.
What cookies?
I'll talk about the cookies later. Anyway, she and I would like to invite our neighbors, our future neighbors, our potential future neighbors, and all the people who make Rydal Waters what it is to join us in a toast to celebrate the official ribbon cutting of our home, our community. I'm getting emotional. Rydal Waters.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the opening of Rydal Waters. My name is Keith Spencer, and I've been a friend of Rydal Park in this community for years. The Rydal Park residents in this whole community have been like family to me, and I'm so thrilled to be celebrating with you this afternoon. So, with that, let's get on with the show.
Wow. Thank you so much, Keith and Peter. What an amazing performance, an amazing message in those pieces all sung to us. So powerful, you might say. On behalf of HumanGood and Rydal Waters, Keith, we thank you for being the official opening act of our newest community. Your commitment to Rydal, despite your many other obligations and requests, showcases you as someone just as committed to the power of community as we are. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. This program has meant so much to so many of us. Please stay safe, and I hope to see you in person very soon. Cheers.